Have you ever stared at a Forbes list and felt the math break? Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Oprah, Larry Ellison, Mark Zuckerberg. Different decades, different industries, same weird outcome. Because the world runs according to rules and patterns, and the people who follow the money pattern become rich. Have you ever wondered why some people work half as hard but have 10 times more money? It's not inheritance, it's not intelligence, it's the path. Scroll any feed and you'll see people selling the same rich mindset story. Learn the rules, work hard but work smart. Use debt only to buy assets that make money. Stay close to people who push you forward, not people who drain you. Negotiate for better pay and better opportunities. Invest, don't just save. Keep building skills the market will pay more for. And start now, not later. Feels true, still incomplete. Because extreme money is not a vibe, it is a balance sheet machine. The names change, the ownership math keeps repeating. So what is the real pattern? Imagine a money autopsy examining how outsized fortunes are actually built. Let's begin. First comes a skill in a market that is already growing. Bezos left a Wall Street job for the early internet. Gates and Allen rode personal computing. Page and Brin rode search. Huizenga found fragmented industries, trash, video rental, car dealers, and rolled them up. The runway matters. Talent without a rising market stays expensive labor. Then they find a scalable wedge, not a better job, a product or system that can serve one more customer without one more hour from the founder. Amazon started as books online, software that could ship forever. Fenty Beauty as a brand that could scale through LVMH infrastructure. A salary pays you once, a wedge can pay forever. Next, they form an ownership vehicle, a company, a partnership, a claim on the upside. Oprah didn't just host a show forever as pure talent for hire. She built Harpo, Oprah spelled backwards, and, according to company history and reporting, took control of the production engine that owned her work. That shift is bigger than a raise. It turns labor into equity. But ownership needs fuel, seed capital. And here we have to be honest about advantages. According to a 1997 SEC filing reported by Bloomberg and CNBC, Jackie and Miguel Bezos put about $245,000 into Amazon in the mid-90s. That was real family savings and a risk Jeff reportedly warned could fail. Not every founder gets that check. Some bootstrap, some raise from strangers. The pattern is the same. Early dollars buy equity before the story is obvious. Then the machine needs a surplus engine, cash coming in faster than it burns. Dell built direct-to-customer computers and recycled profits into growth. Buffett bought cash-generating businesses and let float and earnings compound inside Berkshire. Surplus is oxygen. Without it, ownership is just a paper title on a dying idea. Here is where most people get the story wrong. They think rich means high lifestyle cash. The path prefers equity. Bezos and Gates kept huge founder stakes while the companies were still young. According to reporting around Microsoft's 1986 IPO, Gates still held roughly 45%. That claim, not a bigger paycheck, is what later looked like inevitability. Rihanna's music made her famous. According to Forbes and later Reuters reporting, her roughly 50-50 Fenty Beauty ownership with LVMH is what pushed her into billionaire territory. Fame is income. Ownership is wealth. Then comes growth capital without losing the claim. Raise money, hire, expand, but don't give away the whole pie. Zuckerberg and Meta used dual-class shares. Alphabet's Page and Brin used the same idea. According to company filings and governance reporting, Class B shares carry 10 votes to 1. So, founders can sell economic upside to public markets while keeping voting control. That is how you scale with other people's money and still keep the steering wheel. After that, they reinvest into scale. Profits don't become sports cars first. They become warehouses, code, stores, acquisitions, distribution. Huizenga repeated the same move across industries: buy small operators, stitch them into a national machine, push the surplus back into the next deal. By the early 70s, waste management had already absorbed more than 100 local haulers. Walton built Walmart the same way at retail scale. According to Forbes, the Walton heirs have historically held around 45% of Walmart's stock. The family fortune is not a paycheck story. It is a multi-decade ownership story. Then the economics get monopoly-ish, not illegal monopoly talk, just winner-take-most math. Platforms, network effects, brand lock-in, software margins. Once the wedge is huge, each new dollar of revenue can cost less to produce. That is when wealth accelerates without matching effort. And then they hold. For decades. Ellison is the clearest modern example. According to SEC filings and CNBC reporting, he has kept roughly 40% of Oracle, around 41% in recent disclosures, while buybacks concentrated ownership further. Buffett's whole public identity is concentration plus time. The path is not trade the peak. The path is refuse to interrupt compounding. Sometimes they restructure to concentrate ownership even more. In 2013, according to Reuters and the New York Times, Michael Dell helped take Dell private in a deal reported around $24 billion. Founder capital, private equity, debt. So the company could retool away from public market pressure. Optional move, same theme. Tighten the claim when the market misunderstands the asset. Only after the ownership machine is thick do you see real diversification and heavy consumption. Yachts show up late. Index funds show up late. The meme list flips the order. It talks lifestyle and mindset first. The balance sheet talks claim first, surplus second, reinvestment third, time last. Crazy, right? That's why two people can grind equally hard and end in different galaxies. One sells hours, the other builds a claim on a surplus engine in a growing market, protects the equity, scales it, and holds. Does this mean you will follow the same path and get rich? No. This is an autopsy of a pattern, not a promise. Advantages, timing, luck, and ruthless selection all matter. Most attempts fail. The point is clarity. Once you see ownership, surplus, reinvestment, and decades of holding as one chain, extreme fortunes stop looking like random magic. They keep rhyming for a reason. So the next time a carousel tells you the only secret is a private room and a better morning routine, ask a colder question. Who owns the cash flow? Who keeps the equity when the thing scales? Who holds for decades while everyone else cashes out for comfort? That's the path the names on the list keep walking, in different clothes, same skeleton. If this money autopsy helped you see the machine behind the memes, stick around for the next one. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.